Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money.
What's up, guys? Mike from Thousand Mike here with a very interesting interview I did. Got to speak to the most liked president around, Donald Trump. So we did a little talk with him. So doing a little interview right now. So he's right here on the phone. So thank you, Trump, for being on the phone with us.
Hello.
Now, you made a deal with Gaza. You're trying to do peace, right? You want to win this Nobel Peace Prize. So, how did you get the problem with Gaza settled?
Last night I made a deal for Gaza, and nobody could have got a better deal on Gaza. I had to give up so little for Gaza. One signed copy of The Apprentice Season 1 for Netanyahu's wife. She loves that show. That's all it took. And now we're going to rebuild Gaza. We're going to rebuild Gaza because right now it's just rubble. It's awful what it is right now. They haven't cleaned it up. It's awful. And we're going to build condominiums, nice places to live. We're going to make it safe for white people. There's going to be golf courses and resorts and beaches and a 25-story casino with legalized gambling and shows. There's going to be fantastic shows. We signed Lady Gaga to perform there twice a week. And we're going to build incredible buildings like we have here in America. We're going to have a TJ Maxx and Olive Garden across the street from the first McDonald's in Gaza. Bibi we're gonna paint him purple. He's gonna dress up like Grimace. It's gonna be terrific.
Another thing too is you're having fun. you want everything to be America, America, America. So you're doing a bunch of name changes on some stuff. You want to change the name of everything else to make everything better. Now, what are some of these name changes that you're doing?
We will be changing the name from the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. We will be changing the name from the U.S. Virgin Islands to the America Virgin Islands. We will be changing the name from the Trans-Canada Highway to the Male and Female America Highway. We'll be changing the name from America Ferrera to Mexican Ferrera.
Perfect. And like I said, you're not a fan of Canada. You want you want us to become the 51st state. We don't want to be. We're happy with what we have. Those talks of you wanting to invade Canada. Is that true?
I don't want to invade Canada. I love Canadians. I don't want to hurt them. I just want to break down the imaginary line between our two countries. And I'm tired of spending billions and billions and billions of dollars protecting them because they can't look after themselves. And I want to give Americans access to the greatest natural resource Canada has to offer. And that is strip clubs in Quebec. Have you been to these places? They're wonderful. I love Canadian, specifically Quebec strip clubs. They have no rules. You can touch them wherever you want. They walk in, they're beautiful, and I love women. I love beautiful women. You walk up and they say, "Oui, monsieur, voulez-vous aller à le champagne room?" And you say, "Oui, oui." They know exactly what you're talking about. You'll have a great time with them. And if you could pay with American dollars, it would only cost $10 a song.
Okay, well now we got that settled. That's pretty cool. Okay, at least we all knew you like those strip clubs. Trust me. I don't know if your wife does, but we don't know which wife you're at now. Or maybe some of these girls you brought to the Epstein place. We have no clue. Well, those files should come out soon. But yeah, now you're having a problem with autism. You're blaming autism on what again?
I said, well, let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Acetaminophen. Is that okay?
Exactly, acetaminophen. But you know what? You can really just call it something a lot easier. Yeah, pretty sure you know the name, right?
It's Tylenol.
There you go, Tylenol. So you don't like Tylenol, but there's nothing wrong with Tylenol, because, hold on one second. I happen to have some right here. I've got some Tylenol right here, Mr. Trump, and I use it for my headaches. I know maybe you have a problem with Tylenol, maybe it's big Advil that's getting in the way, but there's no problem with Tylenol. Technically, autism was out before Tylenol. The only major Tylenol issue there was when, someone tried to poison Tylenol back in the day. That's about it. So like I said, your tariffs, you want to charge people stuff. You said you spoke to somebody about this. Who'd you speak to for this?
Okay. I met this guy. I was getting takeout from an Indian restaurant. I went to an Indian restaurant. I got takeout there. It was from a place called Livin' La Vindaluca here in Florida. And this guy, this great man, he put an extra papadum in my bag. I said, this is a great man. He's going to make America great again. I took him back here. We played a round of golf at Mar-a-Lago. He's a terrible golfer. He's never seen grass before in his life. And we talked about the tariffs. He said, I'm going to help you with the tariffs. I said, that's terrific. Terrific. I never thought of using that. I'm going to use that from now on. And he said, okay, well, what you need to do if you're going to tariff Canada, you should put a tariff on every Indian person coming into Brampton and put a 25% tariff on them. You'll be rich in no time and you'll make America great again. So that's what we're going to do.
Really? So India, and hey, he gave you a free papa dog. You have to help out. Now he's going to make America great again, like you said, right? So, yeah, there's a...
All right, Melania's calling me. I gotta get out of here. Okay, take the phone back, Melania.
Okay, well, when the wife calls, I guess. Hey, Melania's calling, you gotta go, right, before you get in trouble. She's probably gonna tell you to burn some more Epstein files, I guess. I don't know. But you went to Mar-a-Lago, whatever, with this Indian guy, so he's not that good at golf over there, but probably the caddy was too young to know what golf was. But anyways, there you go. So that was my interview with... the beloved President Donald Trump, who did not win the Nobel Peace Prize. He's been saying he doesn't really deserve it, but he wants it. And, yeah, we'll see what other stupid stuff this president does. And until then, we'll do a part 2, like always. Thanks for watching my interviews, even this one, which was by far my stupidest one. I'm talking to Mike. Take care.
Straight from the shadow of the right. Up, I'm about to take flight.